give me a shit ton of money, or want to give me a shit ton of money, and I say no. The reason why I say no is not even because, like, my haters would, jokes about it or whatever. Who gives a fuck, dude? I would fan myself with the $100 bills in the form of $1 million fucking dollars to all the heat I'm getting from my haters if I gave a shit. Are you kidding me? That's insane money. That's like life-changing money. But the reason why I don't do it is because it's against my fucking principles. That's the whole point. I'm incredibly fortunate to have as large a community as I do with like-minded individuals who subscribe, not at the top of the hour any longer because I'm not running ads as well any longer now that I don't have a contract, for $6 or for free with a Twitch Prime. That's right, baby. Editorial independence is a wonderful thing. Thank you, Joro Sara, for the 10 gifted subs. That's the thing. I'm so fortunate that I don't even have to fucking think about it. What principle would it violate? Well, I don't think that it's appropriate to do a fucking gambling ad, especially for politics. Are you crazy? That's nuts. Do broadcasts like the CBC pay you to do this? No. I got 38,000 micromanagers in here. I've spoken with numerous content creators who were offered $100,000 or millions of dollars to do very simple ads for them. They offered me money back in July. The CMO spoke to me and said I didn't have to market as an ad and that I would be paid via PayPal. That's illegal. For the record. Can I ask, does Phil warn you when he was going to mention you in a video? Nope. Listen, man, there's some journalistic integrity here. It would be unkind if he warned me ahead of time.
A juicy little morsel for you that I'm not seeing from many of these fucking influencers about Polymarket. Polymarket is a gambling website. That's not, I don't know if that's how they market themselves, but that's what it is. But, you know, one of the things that you could bet on, for example, is like the outcome of the election. They're not the only type of people to do this kind of thing. Also, just to give you additional context in the situation, this just happened a few hours ago, okay? They approached me about 6 months ago to start doing some pay stuff for them, and they had a lot of fucking money that they were throwing around. They were paying people hundreds, if not thousands of dollars just for tweets. Probably 5 to 10x that for video format stuff. What's funny is now learning that Peter Thiel and Elon Musk had a relationship with Polymarket is funny to me because the guy who spoke to me on the phone, who clearly was completely full of shit, was saying like how progressive they are in their values. They were trying to get a spot at the DNC, like they were going to get a space there that they were going to donate so much. And what's funny is I think this might actually be a story that I'm accidentally breaking right now. But basically, they sent me a folder, and I don't have access to the folder anymore. But they sent me a folder and they said, here are the campaigns that we've done. And those campaigns included like B-list celebrities like Billy Baldwin, but also people like Lindy Lee, who's literally a campaign strategist for Kamala Harris. Yep. And they were like, these are examples of things that you can tweet. They weren't marked as ads. And a lot of them happened within 60 days of the fucking election, which means that it's probably an FCC violation, but also a fucking FEC violation. And like they sent me the folder. I'm good.
Dude, I remember when Lindy Lee tweeted it. Lock her up! Bernie Bros on top! Let's go!
Che mogolico.
Lindy Lee straight up got paid by them and never fucking said it was a goddamn ad and quote tweeted their like tweets. She was working in the DNC. Guys, Lindy Lee is not a random influencer. She is a Democratic Party operative. Do you understand how fucking insane that is? I'm fairly certain she deleted. No, this isn't even it. Or this could be one of them. But there were direct, yep, there it is. CEO Polymarket, Ethereum since 14. I love music and collect art. Good explainer on the power of betting markets. Polymarket odds may heavily tilt towards Trump because of some pro-Trump individuals are placing massive bets in his favor. Maybe not. That said, his allies are also funding pro-Trump polls. Yet no one can deny the power of Polymarket. Oh, here's another Lindy Lee tweet. Vice President Kamala Harris gave the most gracious and classiest concession speech in recent history. She was dignified and poised. Her emphasis on the peaceful transfer of power was so deeply important. Madam Vice President showed the world the best of America today. Quote tweeting Polymarket. But this is the funniest one. Lolo, back in January 27, 2020, obviously put forward a meme. Wow, this is terrible. Directly from the campaign too, shaking my head. Bernie Sanders 2020. I will be direct here, Alex. We need you to keep bullying people online. The strategy is working. Keep going, comrade. And then he got a fucking DM from Lindy Lee, who at the time was a political strategist, still working within the ranks of the, was working in the Democratic Party, but hadn't started working for Kamala Harris yet. Hi, is the screenshot of the Bernie email real? Once again, remember, going to Princeton does not automatically mean you are intelligent. Once again, a lot of the people that work at these places that you think because they dress a certain way, they speak a certain way, they have certain credentials, you automatically assume that they're intelligent. This is not the case, as demonstrated once again by the likes of Lindy Lee.
I'm gonna try to have to look for the folder, but they sent me a folder with like a shitload of these. Like when you see a big account tweeting and they're doing Polymarket and they're like, wow, what do you think's gonna happen here, guys? They're getting fucking paid to do that. I almost did it. And the reason I didn't is because the tiny little lawyer that lives in my brain was like, this, I don't know about this. And look, I'm not saying it is illegal. I'm just saying it seems like some people might get confused about what you're saying when you're sharing a map that shows Donald Trump with, 65 or 70% whatever, and then being like, what do you guys think about this? Could that be electioneering? I don't know. I'm not a lawyer for the
It is. Yeah. By the way, Lindy Lee still went on and talked about how Tim Walz was a bad choice. Like, her first thing was to go on Fox News and shit on the Democratic Party. Not Kamala Harris, mind you, but the progressive base of the Democratic Party. You mean X and Aiden's opposing tweets might have been ads? I don't know what X or Aiden, XUC or Aiden posted, but there is a very high likelihood that they could have been.
FEC. But if I were a lawyer for the FEC, I'd be fucking interested.
Yes. Lock her up! Also, that wouldn't be the first time that Aiden Ross in this election cycle engaged in an FEC violation. Which makes it even funnier. All right, Alex Jones, InfoWars. Let's watch.
Morning, the satirical news site The Onion has just won an auction to acquire the media outlet InfoWars. Right-wing conspiracy theorist Alex.
Before we get started, I must also disclose that I'm a big fan of The Onion and the new / kind of older direction that they're going towards right now. I'm friends with some of the people. Some of them are my moots, okay? So, you know, full disclosure there. And that, you know, I look forward to...
Hey everybody, I'm Blade of Best Coverage, and we're bringing you a humidifier review today. The Vicks 3-in-1 Sleepy Time review. This humidifier is going to run you about $40. The gallon size for it is 0.6 gallons is the tank size. And that's going to be suitable for a room up to about 250 square feet. So there's some cool features about this one. Let's get right into the review. So this is a 3-in-1 humidifier. So that's going to be for humidifying. It has a built-in diffuser, and it is a nightlight. The purpose for this is definitely made for children. It is, you know, you can see the box even has like lots of, you know, children's toys, bottles, and stuff. So if you have young children, it is actually super, super made for that. The nice thing about it is when you turned on the nightlight, it felt very just soft. It was actually a really nice light. I tend to sleep in just really darkness, so it wasn't something that personally as an adult I really care about in a humidifier, but for children, that's kind of a cool option. Like, it's a good nightlight. As far as the actual design of it, I think it's pretty non-invasive. It's just standard white, really small. It's nice. I mean, I guess the tank size plays into that quite a bit as well. It is 0.6 gallons, like I mentioned before. I found that that was enough to fill my entire bedroom. I had no problems with that. It was dead silent. I had no issues. There's a tiny motor sound that I liked. Kind of a white noise. I tend to sleep with an air purifier as well, so this was kind of drowned out by my air purifier. But other than that, I think it did a really good job of humidifying that size of the room. And I do have a room size less than 250 square feet, I would say. So it's perfect for something like that, for like a baby's room, a kid's room. The tank was really easy to fill. Just a basic turn. Every humidifier I've had has had this design. For $40, that's kind of what you're going to get, and it's perfect, I think, in that price range. It's a great budget pick. The nicest thing about this one is the diffuser. So Vicks is obviously from Vicks. They include one Vicks tab, which is just super menthol-y. I can see this being awesome when you're sick. These tabs were really, really great. I struggle with sinus issues, a lot of nice nights of sleep because I just had a little bit of that menthol coming through. My nose gets very clogged at night, and so this helped, obviously, to humidify. I see no reason why you couldn't buy your own tabs, put orange essence or, you know, any essential oils or something like that, and then have it diffused. I know you're not supposed to put essential oils in a humidifier, and so having the option of putting that in at $40 is pretty cool. Auto shut off after the tank is done. There is no timer or anything like that, but you do have a basic setting, you know, where you can go. You really need it humidified with Vicks. If you're sick, I think maxing mixing it out is probably awesome and the way to go. I kept it at about the 1/3, and the time I was getting on it was about 2 full days on 2 nights, I should say. 2 nights I got on a single tank of a full tank, and then I had to refill it. So ultimately, I think this is a great little humidifier for 40 bucks. I've had many humidifiers in the past. I've gone through a lot of the cheap ones. I spent some at 80, and I feel like all of them are the same. They're all super, super similar. Tank size is obviously the big concern, but I've had no issues. I think if you were running it when you're max and you're sick, then you want to fill it more frequently, but you're going to want to do that anyways if you're sick. I think for the money, having this little Vicks tab is the secret to like why this product is awesome. The menthol was great, and I think for a kid's room, for an area where, yeah, you are going to be sick, or you're sleeping, or you have trouble breathing, I think this is a killer product, and I don't think you can go wrong for 40 bucks. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to stay up to date on all of our product reviews. If there's anything you want to see us review specifically, then leave that in the comments down below. If you're interested in the 3-in-1 Sleepy Time humidifier by Vicks, you can find all of the information and details about it in the link in our description. And as always, discover the best. Let's go.
Ánimo Swagger, antiperspirant dry spray y body wash de Old Spice les dará la confianza y frescura que necesitan para ganar.
If you're looking for a humidifier to help you get a good night's rest, look no further than the Vicks 3-in-1 Sleepy Time humidifier. This small but mighty machine packs a punch when it comes to increasing the humidity in your bedroom, with the ability to raise the humidity in a room by almost 15% on just the low setting over 3 days. And at only $34, it's a steal. One of our favorite features is its size. Holding only 0.6 gallons, or about 8 cups of water, it's perfect for placing on your nightstand or end table. Don't be fooled by its compact design though. This humidifier puts out an impressive amount of mist. The Vicks 3-in-1 Sleepy Time humidifier also doubles as a diffuser. You can use it with essential oils or the included vapor pads. We found that just a few drops of essential oil lasted all day without being overpowering. But if you prefer the classic Vicks scent, the vapor pads are a strong option too. Another bonus is the color-changing nightlight. Not only does it create a cozy ambience, but it also makes it easy to see the water line and know when it's time to refill. And speaking of refilling, expect to do so daily if you run the humidifier on high for a full night's sleep. In terms of maintenance, we found 7 very small bacterial colonies in the tank, but no visible mold or buildup. The humidifier is slightly louder than some other models, but the noise level isn't disruptive. Overall, the Vicks 3-in-1 Sleepy Time humidifier is a fantastic choice for anyone looking to add moisture to their bedroom air and create a soothing atmosphere for sleep. Its impressive performance, coupled with its affordable price, makes it a top contender for the best bedroom humidifier.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.
It's a bummer when we get sick. It's even worse when our babies get sick. Humidifiers can provide some relief for cold and congestion, but they're usually really hard to fill and clean. Vicks found a way to help give relief to you and your baby with their 3-in-1 Sleepy Time humidifier, diffuser, and nightlight. Let's take a look. First, let's talk about why humidifiers can come in handy. Indoor humidity levels between 40 and 60% can provide relief for cough and congestion, hydrate throat and nasal passages, and provide relief for any discomfort that can come from dry air. And it's the #1 brand recommended by pediatricians. The Vicks Sleepy Time Humidifier is a cool mist humidifier, which means it sends a fine cool mist into the air. Vicks made theirs with a wide tank that's easy to fill, because I've learned with other humidifiers, sometimes more water ends up on the floor than in the tank. It's also filter-free, so that means you don't have to worry about replacing the filter. Grab onto the handle to pull off the top, twist off the lid, and fill with water. This humidifier holds a little over half a gallon, which makes it perfect to humidify a small room like baby's nursery all night long. Turn on your humidifier, and you can adjust your settings from low to high to customize the humidity in your room. This is important because you want to hit a sweet spot of 40 to 60% humidity. Too much humidity can actually be a bad thing, encouraging condensation on windows and walls. The humidifier will run up to 24 hours on the low setting and automatically shut off if it runs out of water. Do you hear that? No, that's because it's whisper quiet. Now, if you hear Vicks and think of that familiar menthol smell, you are not alone. You can also use this with these Vapo pads to distribute soothing vapors in the air. These are Vicks Sleepy Time Vapo pads. They have eucalyptus, lavender, and rosemary in them. You can even diffuse essential oils on days where you're feeling better and just want some good smells in the air. Just add a few drops of your favorite essential oils to the water in the tank, and be sure to only use 100% natural essential oils because any other types may damage the humidifier. And finally, this pulls triple duty as a nightlight too. Not only are nightlights soothing to little ones, but they also help you avoid stubbing your toe in the middle of the night. This triple tool will help you save money and space in your nursery. It cycles through 7 different pretty colors with just a tap. You can set it to change colors or pick one you like and set it to that. Bonus, if you're a plant parent, indoor plants love humidity. Now that's what we call multitasking. While we hope you and baby avoid getting sick this season, a 3-in-1 humidifier like this one from Vicks is helpful to have on hand. You may even use it year-round.
Bless and good luck.
For the chatter to say he criticized Israel, no the fuck he did not. He used to. He used to go above and beyond. He used to not just criticize Israel, he used to criticize, past Israel, if you know what I mean. But what's really interesting, I think, about Alex Jones's transition was the worst thing that possibly could have happened to him, that made him objectively more popular too, was when he hugged and kissed the not the Obama administration. I can't believe I said that. I slandered him. Sorry. When he hugged and kissed the Trump administration. He used to be a massive critic of Bush. Massive. He was like, Bush did 9/11. Bush did 9/11 for Israel. Bush and the Jews did 9/11. That type of shit, right? All the craziest and some not so crazy conspiracy theories. For every insane shit that he would say, there would be one truthful thing, the surveillance state. In the 90s, he kept talking about the surveillance state, and it was just completely correct. And that's part of the reason why I've always found him to be potentially a federal agent until recently when this stuff happened to him, because he seemingly was untouchable, right? Because if you're the feds and you want to discredit a lot of the crazy shit that you're doing that people would look at and go, what the fuck, that's crazy, you want a guy like Alex Jones to be saying some of the truthful things and then simultaneously say insane stuff, as though there are interdimensional space vampires or pedophiles who are existing amongst us. So I think that was in order to discredit the real things he talks about, right? So, I've always been this Alex Jones fan, as you guys know, who maintained the position that he might be a federal agent. But the worst possible thing that, in my mind, ruined Alex Jones, which simultaneously made him, like, so much more popular, was when he became a government stooge. Like, when Trump went to his show before he got elected in 2016, he realized, like, oh, it's happening. Like, I am a part of the government now. And basically, most of his commentary after that point was no longer about having almost this, like, bipartisan anger towards the globalist elite that are pedophiles, right? But instead it was, like, just purposely directed in the direction of the Democratic Party. I guess my point is, my goat was washed, you know? And my goat was made docile. The TYT 2016 almost fight was funny, yeah. That's the last good thing that Jimmy Dore did was spit on Alex Jones.
Sir, tell me more about what you're hearing as we're learning The Onion won this bidding war for InfoWars.
For those of you who don't know, I've been a massive fan of Alex Jones for many years. I've actually openly stated that I think we don't deserve him as a society, that, like, he is, in many respects, like, me and Linklater had the exact same bead on Alex Jones, where I think that he was, like, if you could experience him in the way that I experience him and many in this community have, then he's one of the greatest performance artists of all time, right? But the issue is, especially with, like, our level of educational attainment in America, people were not entertained by him, they believed him. Like, the point is that you're supposed to be entertained by him, you're not supposed to believe him, right? And as a broadcaster, I am agnostic in my analysis when I talk about, like, the content that media personalities provide. And there's not really anyone else like Alex Jones out there. Like, he was fantastic. He was endlessly entertaining. All the way back from the days of public broadcasting, all the way to the very end. And I think a lot of people might say, Hassan, when did your career peak? Was it at the DNC? When did your career peak? Was it when you played Among Us with AOC? And it was none of those things. My career peaked when Alex Jones noticed me and did a segment on me. This is from July 25th, my birthday, 2020, where Alex Jones did an entire story on, I believe this was after the 9/11 comments. Kusuni.
He's funded by Gulf dictators, hundreds of millions. George Soros and Google. He wears jackets that say fascist.
Wait, is this real? What the when is this from, dude? How did you find this, dude?
And has a club in his hand. He's a young Turk. They tasted the blood of 1.5 billion Christian Armenians, and they'll taste man flesh again. If they have their way. Bow, submit, turn your weapons in. 2. The nephew of Turd Breath, Sink Turd Breath. Hassan.
Oh my God! This is so cool! Oh my God! Oh, this is the best birthday.
Concha de tu puta madre, hijo de